have a thing called a bookmark.
Intuition. I do have a bookmark. I thought it was only 2 pages, and here it was. Intuition is only right 100% of the time. Until you can tell the difference between your intuition and your emotional reactions, you may find it's hard to accept. Our emotions can get in the way and burden our physical form down, which will block us from our destiny. Okay? Our destiny will want to reveal itself. You came here for a purpose. You're probably already doing your purpose, you just probably don't know it yet. So what I'd like to do today, can you find a pencil and paper? There should be some in the thing ahead of you. And the crowd goes wild.
Unless you're in a chair and you have no thing in front of you.
Lori's going to find some cards. You have your cards?
Yeah.
Lori's going to find some cards. All right. The emotion.
I have a couple of
Who needs pens?
I think somebody, I think I got one.
How many people here have read the 4 Agreements? Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. You know, I can usually remember 3. It's never the same 3 every time. Let's see if I can remember one now. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Don't make assumptions.
And don't take it personally.
And don't take things personally. Those are wonderful things for helping us monitor our emotional status. Because if we're spun up probably because we've either taken something personal, we haven't been impeccable with our word, we're not doing our best, and what was the other one? Oh, we've assumed something. Now, according to the Sedona method, there are 9 emotions, and I'm going to go through those in a minute. But they all come from 3 basic needs, plus a 4th that they threw in later in the book. I don't understand why they did it that way, but that's okay. So their 3 basic needs is need for approval, need for control, and the need for security. So what's the need of approval? When we are criticized, then we kind of set ourselves up for we don't want to feel criticized anymore, so we'll do anything to avoid criticism, which includes people-pleasing, not telling the truth, not being impeccable with our word, not doing our best, blah, blah. Control. I used to work for the Kennewick Irrigation District, which I joyfully refer to as the Kennewick Irrigation District. And when I first started there was a group of people in the front office, and they had a way of doing things. You know, you turn in your assessment every year. I mean, you pay for your assessment every year. Back in those days, you paid 1 time a year, not twice, but just once. And the process was you open all the envelopes that came in that day. Then you stamp, or you check in every thing. You log it all in. Then you process every check and apply it to everybody's account. Well, the chances of doing hundreds of those in a day were slim to none. One of the more recent one of the more recent people that were added when I was first on board, she said, "Why do we have to do it that way?" That's how it's done. You do it that way. And people were screaming because, well, I sent that check in 3 weeks ago, it hasn't cleared yet, blah, blah, blah. Well, they don't have that same process now. But the person that was really struggling with that because they had no control over their environment. When you have work situations where you have no control over your environment, you don't have any say in what your world is like, that's really stressful. That's really stressful. The emotion code, one of the things it says is when we remain in a job that asks us to lie, or asks us to go against being impeccable or won't let us do our best. It's doing violence to our spirit. Now, sometimes you have to stay with a job that you don't like to get a better job. Phil and I both were talking just this last week about jobs that we've had some really winners. You know, but you do what you got to do to put food on the table. And they were so not suited for us, or we were not suited for them. But we did what we could do until we could get a different job. But if you know the job that you are in is damaging your spirit, doing violence to your spirit, think about moving on, really. Think about moving on. It's really important to honor who you are. That's a part of your destiny. And when we don't honor that, when we don't have that control, or we're busy trying to seek everybody else's approval so we can feel safe in our world, and security is the third one, then we're not able to fulfill our destiny. And the body will say, I'm done with that. Now, I've told you the story about I give my right arm. Did I tell you, remember that one? Okay. And it was a fun job. It was okay. As you might imagine, bookkeeping is not my strong suit. People are my strong suit. I can do bookkeeping, but I have to be very concentrated and very clear. And if anybody distracts me, then I have to start all over because I have no idea where I was. It's just not my strong suit. Good to know what your strong suits are. Good to know what you're not good at. I just wasn't real good at that. I always balanced. It took a while after. And this particular boss liked to run the company at the bottom end of the checkbook. So it bills that didn't get paid. I don't live like that. I pay a bill when it comes in, and I don't like to have anything hanging 3-6 months out. She was like, oh, I'll get to it. So that did violence to my soul. But I was getting ready to go to work one day doing the curling iron thing. I give my right arm. Careful what you say to yourself. I did my right arm if I didn't have to go to work at that place. I don't mind working. Maybe something different. Oh my gosh, and go to heck if I didn't sprain my arm, get tendonitis so bad, couldn't lift a spoon. Like, ah! It hurt really bad. Then it was like, oh, done. And as soon as I got myself out of that job, my arm healed. It was really crazy. But fortunately, Spirit gave me a layoff. I got a layoff. So that was wonderful. I stayed on unemployment for a couple of weeks. Oh, I have to tell you this. So, hold on. So here I am on unemployment, and I'm going, okay, God, I need to get a job. And my little inner self saying, you need to do your psychic work. No, I need a real job. You would really like to do your psychic work. He says, fine, I'll pray that. Open my Bible, and was reading my Bible. He will give you the answer you need. I can't remember what the Bible verse was, but something in the Old Testament. Loved it. I thought, okay, give me the answer. I know it's great. Phone rings. Oh, the audacity of somebody calling me, I'm reading my Bible. I thought, well, you know, could be my sign, could be my message. Pick up the phone. I was just praying, and your face came to me. And what I heard was, it would be really good for you to start your own business. Did I do it? Did I do it? No! I didn't do it? Well, I kind of sort of did. I did a little on the side, but I started a desktop publishing business. And then I did psychic stuff on the side. 2 years later, it's like, oh! Psychic V8 moment, you know? Oh, I could have done better. 2 years after that, the psychic business was taking off so much that I didn't have time to do the other business. So that was cool. But I was so caught up in fear that I couldn't really function, and my destiny had to sit on hold. Now here's the deal. You cannot lose your destiny. It's like your keister. It's attached. lose it. You know, sometimes we have to do it the hard way. Sometimes we get to do it the easy way. And the hard way is when we think we are our emotions. We think we are our fear. We think we are our anger. We think we are whatever. So the key is to be mindful and be aware. The more aware we are, the clearer we are, and the more that destiny can manifest itself through us. Let's face it, there's no way in a million years I would have dreamed of standing in front of you, standing on a camera, talking, being a minister for the Divine Fellowship. Couldn't have imagined that. Wouldn't have imagined that. So sometimes the destiny dreams us into being. All right? And getting clear with our emotions is really important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some words to you. And every time a word triggers for you, just put a check mark. And there's going to be 9 groups of words. So you're going to have 9 groups of check marks. And this will give you a clue as to what emotion might be triggering for you. Okay. Bored, can't win, careless, giving up, ardent, hopeless, cold, cut off, dead, defeated, depressed, demoralized, desolate, despair, humorless, I can't, I don't care, I don't count, inattentive, indecisive, indifferent, invisible, discouraged, disillusioned, doomed, drained, failure, forgetful, futile, numb, overwhelmed, powerless, it's too late, lazy, let it wait, listless, loser, lost, negative, unfeeling, unfocused, useless, resigned, shocked, spaced out, stoned, stuck, too tired, vague, wasted, what's the use, why try, and worthless. Okay, that's group 1. Here's group 2. Just a check mark. All right. Abandoned, abused, accused, anguished, ashamed, betrayed, embarrassed, forgotten, guilty, heartbroken, heartache, heartsick, blue, cheated, despair, disappointed, distraught, inconsolable, it's not fair, left out, longing, loss, melancholy, helpless, hurt, if only, ignored, inadequate, regret, rejected, remorse, sadness, sorrow, tearful, misunderstood, mourning, neglected, nobody cares, nobody loves me, nostalgia, passed over, pity, poor me, tormented, torn, tortured, unhappy, unloved, unwanted, vulnerable, why me, and wounded. Group 2. Let's do group 3. It gets easier, it gets better. There's anxious, apprehensive, cautious, clammy, cowardice, defensive, distrust, doubt, dread, paralyzed, paranoid, scared, secretive, shaky, shy, skeptical, stage fright, superstitious, embarrassed, evasive, foreboding, frantic, hesitant, horrified, hysterical, inhibited, insecure, irrational, suspicious, tense, terrified, threatened, timid, trapped, uncertain, uneasy, vulnerable, and want to escape. Nausea, nervous, panic, wary, and worry.